Dear student, welcome back to next session of chapter first, that is wool. In first and second session, we completed historical information of the wool fibers, countries producing wool fibers, types of wool fibers and manufacturing process of wool fibers. In this session, we talk about properties of wool fiber and uses of wool fiber. Student, if I ask you a question, which garments are suitable for summer wear and which garments are suitable for winter wear? Your answer should be cotton garments are suitable for summer wear and woolen garments are suitable for winter wear. Do you know the reason behind it? As properties of cotton fibers and woolen fibers are different, its end uses are also different. So, from this example, it is clear that all fibers have different properties. So, let us study the properties one by one in detail. First is microscopic properties. Under the microscope, the length of the wool fiber clearly shows uneven diameter and scales-like structure. These scales resembles the scales of fish or reptile scales. And because of these scales, wool provide warmth, elasticity and felting properties. Let us proceed to another point. Physical properties. Under physical properties, first property is length. All of you know that fibers are short or long. Short fibers are called as staple fibers and long fibers are called as filaments. As the length of wool is short, these fibers are staple fibers. Wool fibers vary in length from 1 to 20 inches. Generally, fine wools are shorter than coarse wools. Short wool fibers are 1 to 4 inches and they are termed as noils. And long fibers are 4 to 8 inches and they are termed as tops. Regarding luster, luster of wool varies considerably. Luster varies with origin, breed of animal and with climate. Many wools have excellent luster. Finest grades of wool do not have as high luster as the poorer grades. Since fine wool have more scales than coarse wools, reflection of light is less from these fibers. Then next is about strength. Strength of wool is much less than cotton and silk. This wool loses 10 to 20% of its strength when it is wet, or we can say that the wet strength of wool is less than dry strength of wool. Due to this weakness, it requires special care while laundering. Then next property, elastic recovery and elongation. Wool has excellent elasticity and extensibility. One might look upon wool's elasticity as a compensation for its relative weakness. These characteristics reduces the damage of tearing under tension and contributes to free body movement. Then next is resiliency. The resiliency of wool is exceptionally good. It will readily spring back into shape after crushing or creasing. Then about density. The fiber is comparatively low in density and produces fabrics that are warm and comfortable. The density of wool is 1.30 to 1.32 grams per cc. Moisture absorption. Wool fibers are more hygroscopic than any of the vegetable fibers and slightly more than silk. Due to this characteristic, wool can be dyed very easily in various shades. Then let us proceed to another properties, that is biological properties. Effect of mildew. Being a protein fiber, wool is not ordinarily susceptible to mildew, but if left in a damp condition, mildew develop. Effect of moth. Wool protein is called as keratin. All of you know that wool is a protein fiber and that protein is called as keratin. As wool is a protein and may be considered a modified food product, it is attacked very easily by several types of insects. Due to less resistance to moth, garments needs special precautions to prevent damage before storing for a season. I hope you got these concepts. Then next is thermal properties. Effect of heat. Wool gets damaged and loses its softness and bounce due to heat. Warm water and moderate temperature of iron should be used. Wool burns slowly in the presence of flame with a slight sputtering. Fibers burn with a smell similar to burning hair or feather and leaves crushable residue. Heat conductivity. It has poor heat conductivity and hence are suitable in winter because they keep the body warm. So student, this is all about the properties, means we had learned microscopic properties, physical properties, biological properties and thermal properties. Now let us see about uses of wool. Wool fibers are naturally crease resistant, flexible, elastic, absorbent, warm and comfortable. Due to many such desirable properties, it is widely used for apparel purposes. First is apparel uses. The most important use of wool is for apparel. All types of apparels are made from wool. For example, coats, jackets, suits, dresses, skirts are made from woven fabric of varying weights. Wool is important in knitwear, especially sweaters, slacks, socks and for sportswear, caps, stockings, hand gloves, scarves, etc. When blended with cotton, wool contributes warmth, resilience and wrappability, and cotton adds strength and reduces the cost of fabric. This type of fabric is called blended fabric. For example, when fabric is blended with cotton and wool, it is called Coats wool. Coats wool means this fabric contains cotton plus wool. Blends of different synthetic fibers such as nylon, acrylic and polyester with wool are important for variety of end uses. You may heard terry wool. What is terry wool? Terry means terylene. Terylene is a polyester fiber and wool. So polyester plus wool is called as terry wool. Then next uses, household uses. In home furnishing area, the major use of wool is in carpets and rugs. High quality curtains, blankets, upholstery fabrics are also made from wool fibers. Then next is industrial uses. Wool fiber is important in felts. All of you know that what is felt. Felt means the fabric which is made directly from fibers. Means when woolen fibers are directly converted into fabric without converting it into yarn, that fabric is called as felt. These are used under heavy machinery to help decrease noise and for variety of other uses. Then last is miscellaneous uses. Felts are used for making rugs, hats, wallets, shoes and fancy articles like toys, etc. Kashmiri rugs called namdas are made from felts. So, this is all about uses of wool, apparel uses, household uses, industrial uses and miscellaneous uses. Then, in this third session, we studied about microscopic properties, physical properties, biological properties and thermal properties of wool. And again, uses of wool means apparel uses, household uses, industrial uses and miscellaneous uses. Then next is regarding assignments. First is write short notes on uses of wool. While writing answer about uses of wool, as discussed earlier, I suggest you to cover all the points, means apparel uses, household uses, industrial uses and miscellaneous uses. Then next question is write short notes on microscopic appearance of wool fibers with diagram. Here diagram is essential. Then describe thermal properties of wool. Like that, the questions will be asked, describe biological properties or describe thermal properties of wool. Student, complete the assignment and also solve the questions from exercise given in the textbook. Thank you very much.